Every Ferrari XX program car explained. Ferrari F20. Picture this. You've just bought the most extreme Ferrari ever built, but there's a catch. You can't take it home. Welcome to the Ferrari XX program, where the world's most exclusive supercars exist in a parallel universe of pure performance. The Ferrari FXX was the car that started it all in 2005, and it was basically an Enzo that had been fed nothing but steroids and racing fuel for 6 months. Based on Ferrari's flagship hypercar, the FXX took everything that made the Enzo special and cranked it up to 11. Under the hood sat a 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V12 that screamed to 9,500 RPM. That's 1,500 RPM, higher than the road-going Enzo. This beast produced 800 horsepower, making it 150 horses more powerful than its street-legal sibling. But here's the crazy part. Ferrari achieved this without turbochargers or superchargers, just pure atmospheric breathing and engineering wizardry. The FXX's gearbox was borrowed directly from Formula 1, with shift times of just 60 milliseconds. To put that in perspective, that's faster than you can blink your eyes. The car could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds and reach a top speed of 214 miles per hour. But speed was just part of the story. The FX featured active aerodynamics with a rear spoiler that could adjust automatically based on speed and cornering forces. The car generated 40% more downforce than the Enzo, essentially gluing it to the track at high speeds. Ferrari only built 30 FXX models, with 29 sold to customers and 1 kept by the factory. Each car cost around 1.3 million euros, but that was just the entry fee. Owners also had to pay for track days, transportation, and maintenance, easily doubling the total cost. The most famous FXX owner was Michael Schumacher, who received chassis number 30 as a gift from Ferrari. Schumi didn't just own the car, he helped develop it, using his Formula 1 experience to fine-tune the suspension and aerodynamics. Ferrari FXX Evolution. Just when you thought the FXX couldn't get any more extreme, Ferrari introduced the Evoluzione package in 2007. This wasn't just a simple upgrade, it was a complete transformation that turned an already insane car into something that belonged on another planet. The Evoluzione package boosted power to 860 horsepower at 9,500 RPM, making it one of the most powerful naturally aspirated engines ever built. Ferrari achieved this through revised intake and exhaust systems, new engine mapping, and materials that could withstand even higher temperatures and stresses. The aerodynamics received a complete overhaul, with new front and rear wings that generated 25% more downforce than the standard FXX. The car could produce up to 425 kilograms of downforce at 124 miles per hour, enough to theoretically drive upside down in a tunnel. The suspension was completely redesigned with new dampers, springs, and anti-roll bars. Ferrari also added a sophisticated traction control system with multiple settings, allowing drivers to gradually explore the car's incredible performance envelope. Perhaps most importantly, the Evoluzione featured a new data acquisition system that recorded everything: engine parameters, suspension movement, aerodynamic loads, and driver inputs. This data was analyzed by Ferrari's engineers to help both develop future cars and coach the drivers. The Evoluzione package was offered to existing FXX owners for an additional cost, extending their participation in the program for another 2 years. It was like getting a completely new car that happened to share the same chassis number. Ferrari FXX XX. After the success of the FXX program, Ferrari decided to create an XX version of their front-engine flagship, the 599 GTB. The result was the 599 XX, a car that proved front-engine layouts could be just as extreme as mid-engine supercars. The 599 XX was powered by a 6.0-liter V12 engine that produced 720 horsepower at 9,000 RPM. This engine was based on the 599's unit, but featured extensive modifications including new pistons, connecting rods, and a completely redesigned intake system. What made the 599 XX special wasn't just its power, it was 270 kilograms lighter than the standard 599, thanks to extensive use of carbon fiber and the removal of all unnecessary components. The car weighed just 1,365 kilograms, giving it a power-to-weight ratio that rivaled dedicated race cars. The aerodynamics were revolutionary for a front-engine car. The 599 XX featured a massive rear wing, aggressive front splitter, and side skirts that generated 280 kilograms of downforce at 124 miles per hour. The car looked like it was ready to take flight, but in reality, it was glued to the ground. Ferrari introduced several innovative technologies with the 599 XX, including the ActiFlow system, an active rear spoiler that could open and close to reduce drag on straights while maintaining downforce in corners. This system was controlled by the car's sophisticated electronics and worked seamlessly with the driver's inputs. The 599 XX could lap Ferrari's Fiorano test track in just 1 minute and 17 seconds, faster than many dedicated race cars. This performance came from the perfect combination of power, aerodynamics, and chassis tuning. Only 29,599 XX models were built, each costing around 1.5 million euros. Like the FXX, these cars remained the property of Ferrari and were only available during special track events. Ferrari 599 XX Evolution. The 599 XX Evolution represented the absolute pinnacle of front-engine Ferrari performance. This car took everything that made the 599 XX special and refined it to perfection. Power increased to 740 horsepower, achieved through revised engine mapping and a new exhaust system that reduced back pressure. The engine could now rev to 9,000 RPM with even greater reliability, thanks to improved cooling and lubrication systems. The aerodynamics received a complete overhaul with new front and rear wings that generated 440 kilograms of downforce at 124 miles per hour, nearly double the standard 599 XX. The car featured active aerodynamics throughout, with multiple elements that could adjust automatically based on speed and cornering forces. Weight was reduced by another 35 kilograms through the use of even more exotic materials. The Evolution featured carbon fiber wheels, titanium suspension components, and a stripped-out interior that contained only the essentials for track driving. The suspension was completely redesigned with new geometry that improved both handling and aerodynamic efficiency. Ferrari also introduced a new traction control system that could be adjusted on the fly, allowing drivers to fine-tune the car's behavior for different track conditions. Perhaps most impressively, the 599 XX Evolution could lap Fiorano in just 1 minute and 15 seconds, a full 10 seconds faster than the Enzo, and just 2 seconds slower than a Formula One car. This performance was achieved through the perfect integration of power, aerodynamics, and chassis dynamics. Ferrari FXXK. When Ferrari introduced the LaFerrari, everyone wondered what an XX version would look like. The answer came in 2014 with the FXXK, a hybrid hypercar that redefined what was possible in a track-only machine. The FXXK combined LaFerrari's 6.3-liter V12 engine with an enhanced electric motor system, producing a combined 1,050 horsepower. This made it the most powerful Ferrari ever built and one of the most powerful track cars in existence. The hybrid system wasn't just about power, it was about precision. The electric motors provided instant torque fill, eliminating any lag in power delivery and creating a seamless wall of acceleration. From idle to redline, the car could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.3 seconds. The aerodynamics were absolutely insane. The FXXK generated 540 kilograms of downforce at 124 miles per hour, thanks to a massive rear wing, aggressive front splitter, and sophisticated underbody aerodynamics. The car looked like a Le Mans prototype that had been designed by aliens. Ferrari introduced several new technologies with the FXXK, including the side-slip angle control system that allowed drivers to maintain controlled slides while keeping the car stable. This system used data from multiple sensors to predict and correct oversteer before it became dangerous. The FXXK could lap Fiorano in just 1 minute and 14.5 seconds, making it faster than many Formula One cars around the same circuit. This performance came from the perfect integration of hybrid power, advanced aerodynamics, and cutting-edge electronics. Only 40 FXXK models were built, each costing 2.5 million euros. Despite the astronomical price, all cars were sold before the first one was even delivered, proving that there was no limit to what Ferrari's most exclusive customers would pay for the ultimate track experience. Ferrari FXXK Evo. The FXXK Evo represented the absolute pinnacle of Ferrari's XX program, taking hybrid technology to its logical extreme. This car was so advanced that it seemed to come from the future. While power remained at 1,050 horsepower, Ferrari completely redesigned the aerodynamics to generate 640 kilograms of downforce at 124 miles per hour, 23% more than the standard FXXK. The car featured a new front wing, revised side skirts, and a completely redesigned rear wing that looked like it belonged on a Formula One car. The hybrid system was refined with new software that provided even more precise control over power delivery. The electric motors could now provide boost for up to 33 seconds per lap, compared to just 15 seconds on the standard FXXK. Weight was reduced through the use of even more exotic materials, including carbon fiber wheels and titanium suspension components. The Evo was actually lighter than the standard FXXK despite having more aerodynamic elements. The suspension received a complete overhaul with new geometry that worked in perfect harmony with the enhanced aerodynamics. Ferrari also introduced a new stability control system that could predict and correct handling issues before they occurred. The FXX-K Evo could lap Fiorano in just 1 minute and 14 seconds, making it the fastest Ferrari ever built around their home circuit. This performance was achieved through the perfect integration of hybrid power, advanced aerodynamics, and cutting-edge electronics. Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale. In 2023, Ferrari shocked the automotive world by introducing the SF90 XX Stradale, the first XX program car that could actually be driven on public roads. This represented a fundamental shift in Ferrari's approach to extreme performance. The SF90 XX Stradale is powered by the same hybrid system as the SF90 Stradale, but with significant enhancements. The 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 and 3 electric motors combine to produce 1,030 horsepower, making it the most powerful road-legal Ferrari ever built. Unlike previous 20 cars, the SF90 features a fixed rear wing and aggressive aerodynamics that are designed to work on both track and road. The car generates significant downforce while remaining stable at highway speeds. The interior retains most of the SF90's luxury features while adding track-focused elements like racing seats and a roll cage. This allows the car to serve as both a road car and a track weapon. Ferrari plans to build 799 SF90 XX Stradale coupes and 599 SF90 XX Spider convertibles, making it by far the most numerous XX program car. This represents a democratization of the 20 experience, though democratization is relative when the cars cost over 700,000 euros. Ferrari 499P Modificata. Ferrari's newest XX program car is based on their Le Mans-winning 499P race car, bringing cutting-edge endurance racing technology to the track day experience. The 499P Modificata is powered by a 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 hybrid system that produces 700 horsepower in normal mode and 858 horsepower with the push-to-pass system activated. This represents a completely different approach from previous 20 cars, prioritizing efficiency and advanced technology over pure displacement. The aerodynamics are derived directly from the Le Mans car, generating massive downforce through sophisticated ground effects and active aerodynamic elements. The car looks like a prototype race car because that's essentially what it is. Unlike other XX cars, the 499P Modificata is designed for endurance rather than outright lap times. The hybrid system provides incredible efficiency, allowing for longer track sessions without refueling. Ferrari plans to build a limited number of 499P Modificata cars, each costing over 5 million euros. This makes it the most expensive XX program car ever, but also the most technologically advanced. The Ferrari FXX program isn't just about building extreme cars, it's about creating a laboratory for future technology. Every innovation developed for XX cars eventually finds its way into Ferrari's road cars, making the program essential for the company's technological advancement. The program also creates an exclusive community of Ferrari's most passionate customers. XX owners don't just buy cars, they become part of Ferrari's development process, providing feedback that helps shape future models. The track events are carefully orchestrated experiences that combine high-performance driving with technical education. Owners work with Ferrari's engineers and test drivers to extract maximum performance from their cars while learning about advanced driving techniques. The data collected from 20 cars is invaluable for Ferrari's development programs. Every lap generates thousands of data points that help engineers understand how cars behave at the absolute limit of performance. The Ferrari FXX program represents the ultimate expression of what Ferrari can achieve when freed from the constraints of road car regulations. These cars push the boundaries of technology, performance, and exclusivity to create machines that exist in a realm beyond normal supercars. From the original FXX's naturally aspirated fury to the SF90 XX's hybrid sophistication, each XX car has advanced the state of automotive art. They've introduced technologies that seemed impossible when first revealed but are now commonplace in modern supercars. The XX program proves that there's no limit to what's possible when engineering excellence meets unlimited budgets and the freedom to ignore conventional constraints. These cars aren't just fast, they're glimpses into the future of automotive performance. For Ferrari's most exclusive customers, the XX program offers something that money usually can't buy: the chance to own and drive cars that represent the absolute pinnacle of automotive achievement. They're not just buying cars, they're buying access to Ferrari's most advanced technology and becoming part of the company's ongoing quest for perfection. The XX program continues to evolve, with each new model pushing further into uncharted territory. As Ferrari develops new technologies like electric powertrains and advanced aerodynamics, we can be sure that future XX cars will continue to amaze and inspire, proving that the pursuit of automotive perfection never ends. Whether it's the raw emotion of an FXX screaming to 9,500 RPM or the sophisticated efficiency of a 499P Modificata's hybrid system, XX cars represent Ferrari at its absolute best. Uncompromising, innovative, and utterly spectacular. So which Ferrari was your favorite? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more car breakdowns. See you in the next video.